So yeah guys, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Deepa and this is Divine Tarot. So I have something going on and I wanted to make this video to let you guys know. Yeah, and already my best friend Alec knows that. So yeah, so this is something I'm sure you must have seen the title and already got a glimpse and understood a little bit of what's going on. So this is something that I developed this 2 months. Yeah, in this 2 months. Yeah. So and it happened in this twin flame journey. So that is why I decided I'm gonna let you guys know. Yeah, right. So what's happening is, so yeah, I do so many readings in a day, and yeah, my energy is divided, and then I have my own story, and then I have so many stories, and I have so many stories are also on twin flame journey, and my energy was distorted. Yeah, right. Something that I specifically understood, yeah, is, and in this journey you're cut out like energetically, and like everybody starts moving on, and everybody starts like God starts to show their true colors and they start cutting out, and that's why it's valid in twin flame journey. Yeah, right. It is not like you are cut out, I think energetically distant. Yeah, that is what also plays a role. And yes, so a lot of developments happened, and in this 2 months, yeah, the February and March specifically, I got a lot of time for myself, and I have really understood that where I need to step back, form these boundaries and ensure that I stick to them and process them and have my me time. Like the me time, the two words have a lot of meaning. Yeah, the me time. Yeah, which I think I was lacking till now. Oh, let me just, yeah, which I think I was lacking till now, and I was not giving myself this me time. And I think even we told me this many times that I need to draw the boundaries, that I'm overgiver and I'm giving too much. And being a water sign, like we in our story, we both are water sign, and water sign always get, their emotions are on the table. Yeah, always. Like they have their test, that is this person trustworthy and all of that, and still they get hurt. Yeah. So right. So then when I started making this channel, and for 5 years, of my journey of 8 years, 5 years, and never knew another DF that existed. Even if is there another DF that existed, because I was giving readings to all my clients and all, they were not on twin flame journey till I actually came here and made this channel in 2021, when I finally decided that that I have to make this. Like I had so much to talk, and one of the reasons that I made this channel is also that I was sending this big messages to V, explaining this, that, this, that, like nothing, like so much. Like I wanted to tell him so many things. Like yeah, this, because he's the other part, right? And yeah, so and I think it was too much, and that's when it triggered me. Let's make a channel. And I didn't even know there existed another twin flame soul. Yeah, like I didn't know. Yeah. And the first DF that I met, I had such a huge attachment to this girl. And even like that was, I think, my biggest break, emotionally, because, she was the first person that I met. So yeah, from this channel, like another DF, like another divine feminine that I met from this channel. And I spoke about this a lot. Yeah, and whatever happened, XYZ, yeah. So right, so that started this DF break. Yeah, and I think that because my intention towards all this DF was very crystal clear, because I have literally, like, I do not wish anybody to have the karmics that I have, the journey that I have suffered. Nobody, like, no, that's like too much I have suffered. Yeah, and I have understood that in my journey, that and I was so, like, I think it is the process, part of the process, and I was like, oh my god, I need to be there, and but I was sacrificing myself too much. I think I've understood this, yeah. And that heartbreak continued of all these DFs, and all of this. I just don't want to blame them. I just think it was part of the process of my twin flame journey. And yeah, so then from 2 months, from when I drew this line, yeah, and I started like making my me time, and ensuring dividing, like I have all my business plans and all of that, so I understood like how to balance, how to control, how to everything, draw a line and everything I've understood. Yes. And in this 2 months I figured out now a new quality that is in me. Yes, right. So my energy was scattered, and yeah. So in this, before I say that, like what is happening. So I always said that I'm a Venusian star seed because I have so many planets in Venus. I have everything in Taurus, Libra, and I have everything. Like even my Saturn is in the nakshatram of Purva Shada, which is Venus. So everything is in Venus, like very high influenced Venus. So Venus, yeah. So I'm a Venusian, and that Venus, like in our Hindu culture, is Sukracharya, like Shukra means Venus, right? So he is the guru of like demons. Yes, and he's highly knowledgeable, and he is the biggest devotee of Lord Shiva. He has one superpower. So Lord Sukracharya had the superpower of Sanjeevani Booty, like he can revive a dead person. Yeah. So right, so I no wonder, like I'm not afraid of anything. I brought so many people out of black magic and all of that. Like I'm just not afraid. Then it makes sense. I'm a Venusian. That's why, right? Yeah, right. So yeah, so like this. So my Jupiter Dasha started like after Rahu Dasha, 18 years of Rahu Dasha. But Rahu Dasha is the one that taught me astrology. Like the minute my Rahu Dasha started, like, I told my dad I want to learn astrology. Like, yeah, my 18 years, yeah. And my Jupiter Dasha started on February 14th on the Valentine's Day. So yeah, so this year, and it's like a Dasha of 16 years. So in astrology, Dasha is your ruling planet. Like what is the ruling planet? So now Jupiter is the ruling planet for me. So yeah, so like that, yeah. So I, like in my life, never met somebody with so high influence of Jupiter. Like yeah, it's very important I say this. Yeah. So Alec has like I was confused. Is she Saturn or is she Jupiter, because she has a mixture, and she's Sagittarius ascendant, has Jupiter and Sun in her first house, which is also her fourth house lord. Yeah, like yeah. So very high Jupiter influence. So she is a Jupiterian. How do you pronounce that? Jupiterian. Yeah. So you can also call that Jovian. And yeah. So you can call a person from Jupiter Jovian. So I am understood. So why I'm telling this story is the first time that I met the first DF from my channel. She's also a star seed, and she was understanding me like nobody else. So that is what I've understood. Like, star seeds understand each other very well. Like star seeds are, always with star seeds. Like, yeah, this is something that I've understood in this journey. Like, yeah. So, right. So that no wonder we catch each other. So I am the Venusian and she's the Jupiterian, Jovian. Yeah. Zezuian. I can't even say that. Zezuian. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So that person from Jupiter is called that. And the one thing that Jupiter is known for is very high intelligence and knowledge, and keeper of books. Like he knows all the books, all the Granthas, all the Vedas, like everything, like supremely intelligent, yeah. So right, so no wonder, yeah. So I found out after my Jupiter Dasha started that, I told Alec like I think 4-5 days ago that she's a Jupiter, very high Jupiter influence, and the number 3 has a huge influence, and 6 has a huge influence for Venus. No wonder my twin has everything, the 6. Yeah. So right, so Venusian, yeah, and Jupiterian. Oh God, yeah. So right, so it's very important because I'll tell you what I always knew that there is something instinct in me. I'll tell you what, yeah, I know that my twin, so for example, now in Alex's case, she and her twin both are star seeds. Like, yeah, but in my story, I am a star seed and Mr. V is a indigo child. Indigo child is somebody that is born with a lot of like superpowers, and they have psychic capabilities, and they have manifestation like nothing because they belong to earth. Yeah, indigo children are of earth. Yeah, and star seed is somebody that comes from other planets and takes birth in on earth. Yeah, right. So I was like, and that is why, and a star seed, understand a star seed. If you see, Mr. V is thrown like among star seeds. Like, yeah. So yeah, so he's thrown among star seeds, and it's so important I make this video because these are all that you develop in this journey. Everything you find out, like it's not. That is the reason this is divine love, right? Like, what is your superpower? What is it? Like, you find out in this journey. Like, you find out as time progresses. Like, what are your super strengths? Yeah. So I have understood this, and we need to find out like why Mr. V was chosen an indigo child and all. I think I'm gonna talk about this down the line. Like, I don't know, like why. Yeah. So yeah, and Mr. V really enjoys this videos. He watches like he watches in the morning 4 a.m. Yeah, right, which is another indigo trait maybe. Yeah, like I just know like when this guy gets up. Like twins have this. Yeah, like you figure out like when one is awake. And I always said that when this guy does martial arts, like I can't feel my legs, I can't feel my fingers. Yeah, like I just can't feel. I can't feel my this part which has a lot of influence. Like my knuckles part, I just can't feel it. Yeah, right. And I spoke about this. So in this 2 months, yeah, a quality is happening in me as my heart started breaking. That how are these divine feminine that they have so many insecurities, and they're so judgmental, and on all of this I've just spoken about this because I've never gossiped them. I never like I just can't. Like, I don't know how to rob a bank, or I just can't. Like, I am just like blunt, and I am just I do agree I'm an angry person, but yeah, right. But I'm angry not always. I have such a like my 95% is my softer side. Like only that 5% when somebody crosses the line. Yeah, and then that started this heartbreak. Like why are like this? But it's not my duty to change all of them. Yeah, so right. So I just let it be. I let God. If somebody is chosen on a twin flame journey, it is God's duty to train them, and I believe that. Yeah. So right. So I started spending my lone time, and as I was starting to spend this 2 months especially, yeah, I started figuring out like and I told in so many of my videos, I have crazy visions, but less of dreams, and that is the reason. Yeah. So I'll tell you what, especially from 2021, last year I hardly remember having much of dreams. Like 2022, entire 2022, like I just can finger count. And I'm somebody, I told about my insomnia and my less of like, obviously if you sleep only you get a dream, right? So yeah, so I spoke about this. And what happened was, in 2021 I had a dream with my karmic. Yeah, and my karmic locked me in a very pitch dark room. Like there is not a single hole for light. Like, yeah, in the year 2021. So yeah, there is pitch darkness. Like I can't even see my own self. I can't see my body. Like it is pitch black dark. Like yeah, let me know if anybody else have. And she never tortured me. She never like nothing. She didn't do anything. Like she didn't beat me. She didn't do anything. All she did was, there is this pitch black dark room. In the middle she put a chair, and she tied me to that, and my this part was tied, like on the chair that has handles, and it was tied. And and whenever she wanted to torture me, she never gave me food, she never gave me water. The only punishment she gave me was like I was made to sit in a pitch dark room. And I say all this is because Alec watches all these videos, and she tells me, remember that she's a Jupiter star seed. Yeah, highly intelligent and knowledgeable. Yeah. So right, so Alec watches all this, and she tells me, yeah, she decodes. Yeah, so I was made to sit like this. She didn't give me water, she didn't give me like food. when I look back, like she never let me contact the outside world. There is nothing apart from the darkness. Like I was made to sit there, and she would come in intervals and torture me with stuff like eating my ears, yeah, speaking shit, yeah. So that's it. So after that, I've understood that the entire that was always the dream that I had, wherein she would visit me in this dark room, like literally dark room, yeah. And this is the dreams that I had, yeah. After that, my dreams in 2022 were so like hardly I remember having any dreams, yeah. 2021 is also the year I had a dream of Las Vegas, and I had also the dream of our sons, yeah, like me and these twin baby boys. Like these are the dreams that I significantly had in the year 2021, when my twin was going through a major spiritual awakening. So spiritual awakening and your dreams are interlinked, yeah. So when your twin is going through, your divine masculine is going through a spiritual awakening, you'll have crazy dreams. And that was the year of 2021 to me, which decoded like 5 years ahead, yeah. So if I have a dream because of my insomnia, if I have a dream, oh my god, it's something, it is happening, yeah, right? So it's a major, like a 9 of swords, yeah, and a 9 of cups. 9 of cups is a high, like a wish fulfillment card, but I also see a 9 of sword, because I'll tell you what, because I also have like painful dreams, right? Yeah, because I decode people, yeah. So I also see a 9 of sword, and that's what exactly came in the archangel reading, which I did, with the Muse tarot deck. Yeah, so if you're a tarot card reader, you get yourself a Muse tarot deck. You will love that, yeah. The deck is magical, yeah. So, so I like, yeah. So in these 2 months when I started spending time, and I am somebody that sleeps in the noon. Like I cannot survive without my noon sleep. People don't call me, like I never schedule anything between 3 to 6. Like, yeah, I post my lunch, like I'm gone, like I'm dosed, like I need my noon sleep. And it is a part of my blood system, my human system. Like my noon sleep is very important. I'll tell you why. Because I have sun debilitated. Like, yeah, this is the astrological reasoning. I have sun debilitated, and I need to like sleep, yeah, in the noon. Like I'm, even if it can be a 15-minute power nap, but I need this, yeah. I'll tell you why this happens, yeah. So actually, astrology is something that heats your brain. Like it has a lot of mathematics. It's not tarot, it is astrology. You're like, decoding all this, like max, like you're constantly doing max and all of that, so your brain heats up. And my dad had this quality wherein he used to sleep a lot in the noon. So yeah, so I had this, I developed this too. And yeah, so I think if my body is demanding it, and I know that I have sun debilitated, like I'm super active in, so I'll tell you, like my noon sleep gives me more relaxation than my night sleep, yeah, right? So I'm super active in the night, and I want to non-stop blabber with this girl because she's in US and we have this, and I am like forced to actually keep my phone away so that I can sleep. So there is a song by Trace Music known as Put Your Phone Away. Like I have to do this. Put your phone away, yeah. So in this 2 months, what's happening is, so I have somehow unleashed, like bombarded, like I just feel like there was this part of me, like just, there were certain brain cells in my brain that, busted open. Like something happened, and so that was the very significant dream which I'm talking about, my karmic locking me in a dark room. So after that is when this is happening, from February, like from last year, wherein, like, do you know in Game of Thrones where, Bran Stark goes into, he becomes a raven, and, he goes into like this, he projects himself, and, he sees of all the past, future, present, and all of that, and he decodes. Like for some reason, I don't know, like how I've unleashed this. Yeah, I always had dreams, but this is another level. Like I feel like I am now like telekinesis, or what is happening, yeah, right? And I'm actually trying to tell this in the most like humorable way, so that I don't freak out people. So I just know, like I'm seeing like crazy dreams, like crazy F dreams. Like I'm gonna tell example, like I am catching a running train with somebody, and I'm getting on this train, and I can hear the conversations, and I'm knowing this, and another thing is, like I am seeing one of the two karmics, like who I know, like she's I'm sitting behind, and she is riding this car, and there is this woman in fully green outfit, and all of this, like I am just tapping into something like next level. And I'm having my twin dream, wherein I saw a bridge, and there is water, and my twin's ex came to meet him, and then he brings me, and he's like, then I cracked that my twin wants to show me in front of this ex. Yeah, and he takes me to the dance floor, and there is some beautiful restaurant that has all of the like black and golden theme, like yeah, and it is a candlelight dinner, and like he's dancing with me. Like there is I know who it is. Yeah, I'm gonna tell Alec after this. So yeah, and I am like, please, I am all ready to dance. I'm all ready to show shakalaka baby, like look a little chineda. Like yeah, I'm all in. Let's do this. Yeah, right. I have all these crazy dreams, and I'm just telling in front of camera, but in depth. Like if someone shares a screenshot, and someone just does this, someone tells their mother, sister, brother, whatever. Like I'm just tapping into a next level. Like it's happening at a very huge level. I wish when Alec is listening to all this, like it's her mind, like I think she's stunned, and I think she already knows, she herself being Jupiter star seed. So it is next level. And when sometimes she has her cards, and she's picking up, and Deepa, this card came, which is all like confirming, like it is crazy. It has like, this is something that's happening to me in this 2 months, and now I am trying to channel this, and I am really working on this, that if I catch someone's snap, or if I like someone's snap, I put my hand on that, or if I think about the person, like take person's name, for example, I take Alex's name and I go to sleep, and I want to know, like if I have to tell her something, like I am unleashing this side of me that is like crazy. Like it is like tenfold. Like I'm just knowing, there was this incident that happened in the morning 10 o'clock 3 days ago, and I know in my 3 o'clock noon sleep what happened, and by the night I'm telling Alec, like this is what happened. Like I also had a dream, like my dreams are like switching, like for example, I have slept 2 hours from 3 to 5 p.m. Yeah, right. And 20 minutes is the first dream, another 20 minutes is another dream. Like we are changing movies. You're like, yeah, this is happening. And I told Alec that I had this dream wherein me and Vishu, we are already married, and we were in a restaurant in Mumbai. Yeah, and we were in a restaurant in Mumbai, and we saw a married couple, like a celebrity married couple in this Mumbai restaurant, and she was greeting me. Yeah, like she knew me. Yeah, so I think the social media influence or whatever, but she knew me. She came, said me a hi. She was congratulating her. She also gave a huge gift, and I'm like, what? Like, when is this? Like, this is Mumbai restaurant, and I'm sharing all these. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, and I think I have unleashed this part of me in this lone time that I spent in this 2 months, and the thing that I want to work is, I want this to be only used to the people that I really want and I really love, and I have understood this being a water sign, that if this side of me, like if these dreams are doing, if this is a blessing from God, I have understood that I am going to give this to only the people that I really want. Yeah. And I am now trying to work on this, because I'm also working on my solar plexus, and my sacral chakra, mainly solar plexus chakra, which all talks about it is not the chakra's middle, but it is the body's middle. Like it comes here, like the upper stomach, and it connects your body, like your upper part and your lower part. So for me, it's all about it is all about like major, like, being a gold. Or I think that is why, I don't know, like, why. So after that dream wherein I spoke about how I was locked in a dark room, and I think Alec is going to decode this. So yeah, so I was locked, like, yeah. So I'll tell you what, no matter how of a supreme power person you are, always remember that you cannot decode 100% your own story. Always remember this. I've told this people, even if my psychic capability is superpowers or whatever, it's very important that you have another person decode this for you. Like, always, yeah, but don't, blindly believe also. Yeah. So God will tell you, always believe God. Yeah. So I tell people that this is not, this is not normal. This is God talking to you. It is like God is showing me, like, this people, this, and I'm like, wow. Like, I just tell Alec that this is going on, this two people are talking this, like, I just know. Yeah. So right, so this is something that's happening to me in this, from this 2 months, and I know that it's not gonna stop here. It's gonna, like, quadruple. So yeah, so I have understood, like, I can really help people with this. And not only, and I always say that I don't need my cards, I don't need anything, like, I just know. Yeah. So right, cards and all, it just helps to give the direction, like, which side. For example, if it's a 7 of swords, I know something is sneaky and all of that. Like, it just gives the direction. And I have, said each one of them. And I think the reason that I'm sharing this with this girl is also, Alec, is also because, she's Jupiter, like, incredible knowledge. Yeah. And I always said that, yeah. And remember that, everybody have these qualities, like, for example, like, I am just thrown, Venus is known for, facing demons and, facing, like, major, like, he's very gutsy, like, yeah, like, he has the power of, Hanuman, like, it's incredible, like, massive amount of strength. And yeah, so everybody, I've understood that everybody God chooses, like, I'm trying to figure out why my twin is an indigo child. And then, I had this dream in 2021 wherein, my firstborn, and my dad told me this. Yeah, my dad told me this. Like, I am saying all this is because in this journey, divine feminine and you divine masculine, you both of you will have incredible dreams, synchronicities. This journey is all about that. It's a divine love, right? Showing the depth of God, the influence of God in a divine love. Yeah. And all of them, like twin flames, like Radha, Krishna, and Lord Shiva and Parvati, obviously. Yeah. And Radha, Krishna, and then you have Moon and Rohini. Yeah. Right? Being a Rohini Nakshatram, like, I know that. Yeah. The power of Moon and Rohini, both of them are twin flames, like, yeah. So it's very important that in this journey you trust all this. And I have understood that in my 2021 I had a dream wherein, I was having my my dad always told me, my firstborn will be Xerox me, like, the first twin boy. I'm eagerly waiting. So you also have spirit bearing messages that come to you. Yeah. And I had that a lot in my story. Yeah. Because Rohini is known for her mother, like her mother trait. Like, she is known to be one of the best mother. Yeah. Yes. And I have understood that, and no wonder. I'll tell you why Rohini is an important, like, yeah, a mother role. Because, Lord Krishna was born in the nakshatram of Rohini, like that rainy night. Yeah. Wherein, he was crossed the river and all of that. Yeah. Right. Because his dad was in the prison. Yeah. Was given to Yashoda, right? So, Rohini is known for that, mother love and, yeah. So, right, so I have understood in this journey to believe these dreams, these signs, these synchronicities. And people ask me, how are you so sure? Because I know this man is my twin. I know all this, like, I just know. But yeah, in this story, the timing is decided by God. There is a reason for divine timing, because God wants you to learn all the lessons. And I've made myself practice this of the timing. Yeah. Divine timing, at least in 8 years, I can tell you that. Yeah. Right. Practice this divine timing, because, your God decides when He knows that it is the right time to give you this teddy bear. Yeah. God decides that. Yeah. The timing is when God decides. And in this journey, sudden events also happen, because remember that tower is there. There is a card known as tower. There is a card known as death. There is a card known as fool. Like there is, even the tarot cards define that there is God. Like there is God, right? Psychic can't always 100% decode it. God always steps in that I am there. Certain event which is not there in your story suddenly is happening is because God wants you to learn there something, and this is very, very critical in this twin flame journey, and I've understood that. Yeah. So in this 2021 I had a dream, and of lately I am hearing, like, I think from past 15 days, and I always, like, my dad told me when I was learning astrology, I can't remember the year, I think I was in 9th class or 10th class, something, yeah. And my dad always told me, your first child will have your powers. Like, yeah. And he knows it's a boy also. My dad told me that your son will have your powers. Yeah. I am one of those, women. I really love daughters, and I have a huge bond with my niece. But I am those that I don't want to give a best daughter, but I want to give a best man. Yeah. With, like, I think I I have a nephew and a niece, and I've understood that I am a very good mother when it comes to, because I think I am Moon and Mars in Rohini, because of this Mars. Mars is a man. Yeah. So I've understood that, I really want a son. Like, yeah, it's so depth. I'm nowhere, gender specific or what, but I really want to give a best man out there. Yeah. And I think I will train him, like, very good. Yeah. Because I really felt that with whoever I dated, and I really feel that with these divine masculines and all of that really, like, men need training. And I think I am the best person for that. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So my dad told me that, your first child will have your powers. And I already know my first son is a star seed. Like, if he's having my powers, he'll be a star seed. Yeah. Right. Obviously. Yeah. And somebody that, being a twins children is not a joke. Like, it doesn't happen. Like, if you see J-Lo and Ben Affleck don't have children, they didn't have children together. But Anushka and Virat have, like, they have a daughter. Yeah. So remember, being a twins child is also not easy. Yeah. And my son is in for a ride. Yeah. Yeah. Because having my past is not easy. Yeah. To face a lot. And I think, I hope I can train him. Yeah. My first son. And the second twin son is Xerox, my V. Xerox, like, I better this son be him to and make him understand that how he is. Make him understand, like, what are the qualities that, yeah. The first day, like, I have this, like, funny vision when I was delivering him. Like, yeah, the first child, without troubling his mama, just came out. Yeah. And the second child came out but doesn't want to cry. And, we were in the operation theater thinking that, what, did I have a dead baby or what is it? Like, and then 10 minutes later, he decides to cry. So apparently he's V. Yeah. Yeah. So since the day one he stepped out of my womb, already decided to cry. Like, yeah. So this is the very strong dream I had in 2021. And yeah, and I want to document this. It's part of the book and all of that. And I believe, like, nothing can shake my belief. Nothing can shake it. Yeah. Right. I just know it. Yeah. So, yeah. So, this is a huge development to me. And this is something that's happening in this 2 months. Let's see, like, what are the dreams and all. So, me and Alek are discussing this. So, I have this crazy. So, I had a dream wherein we wants to show me to one of his ex. I know who is she. So, yeah, so I'm all in, baby. I'm gonna look super hard in my full on scorpion, like my scorpion curvy side. I'm just gonna bang on. Let's do this, yeah. Right. So I know it, yeah. So I also had this dream that, my twin and this bestie is, like, in 2021, they are super close to my second son. They don't leave my second son. So this bestie better be like he needs training to before he lifts my son out there. Like, I need to train you. like, your alcohol and all of this nonsense. I'm gonna train you like big time. Yeah, right? I'm not a hurricane and I'm a tsunami. Yeah. And I'm always like shopping with Miss M. Always I'm in a shopping mall, like always. Like how funny are these dreams and these visions and all of that. I'm always in a shopping mall. Always. Like whenever with her, it's in a shopping mall. Yeah. So yeah, so I had one more dream. Wherein me and Alec was in this dream. Me and Alec were in a school bus in London. We were in a school bus, a yellow school bus. I don't know if in London you have yellow school buses, but I was in this dream. I was, and I saw this 50 feet like fountain, like massive, like it's rocketing the sky, and I'm like, I had to see literally like this in the dream. This 50 feet fountain. Yeah. So we had the decoding and all of that. Yeah. So in this dream, Alec was there. So I have like random dreams when somebody screenshots talks and everything. I just know it. Like I just know it. And I feel that, I need to work on to help. Yeah. So I also want to talk about another divine feminine that, another divine feminine introduced. She said that, your twin flame journey, you need guidance, go to this girl. Yeah. So she sent me, she sent her to me. And oh my God, one of the most like finest divine feminine that I met. Yeah. And she's so like she just catches. And I'm gonna tell one more quality. After Mist V is blue aura, her twin is a blue aura. Like the second person that I know is of blue aura. So she just knows, like she just connects massively. How does universe just bring in these people, collaboratively? And when I tell her like blue aura, like this, like this, like this, it just bangs on. And she has so much massive respect for me. And she always tells me that every twin flame, even if they don't talk to me, they have to go through my at least one video, because that's like a stop. Like everybody have to check out my channel for twin flame exclusively. Like I think I'm broadcasting it like that. Yeah. So yeah, she told me that she also told me that I have massive divine feminine strength. I'm like, wow, like this girl just like found out. I think she's 5 years and younger than me. Yeah. And wow, like incredible amount of strength that I have seen, like after obviously like, yeah. And wow, like there I have seen, like she has cat eyes, okay, and very beautiful eyes. And I've seen that eyes have a very huge significance in twin flame journey. Like yeah, one of the part of your facial features definitely will have so good, like it can be eyes, it can be nose, it can be lips, and all of that. Like yeah. So yeah, that was something which I wanted to update you guys, that I'm I think it is very important to tell these stories, like what's happening. Yeah. So that's something is very significantly happening in my twin flame story. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this story me time. And yeah, so I really want to I feel like if I take somebody's name and I want to know what's happening if I go to sleep. Another thing that's really happening in my twin flame journey is I always said that I tap into like only my V's energy. Like I tap into only V's energy. But one thing that is really happening, I think from this 2 months, or I specifically think Aries season, Pisces Aries season, is I'm also tapping into Alec and her twins energy. Like I know, like apart from V, now I can tap into these both. I think the major reason for this is because they are my same soul fam. Like I'm able to tap into them is because of they are my same soul fam. Like yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed, like and because it's very important somebody speaks. And always remember, a person with a speech has of highest priority. Yeah, right? So yeah guys, check out the twin flame video. Yes.